I am back with another 5 questions, and I am here with Chris Van Vliet. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. What shirt do you have on, by the way?
I have a Stranger Things shirt on.
Oh, I love it. Amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite show. I love that show.
Such a good show.
I agree. Number one, I know you have interviewed The Rock a bunch of times. He's a bucket list interview for me for sure. In doing my research, I found a picture of him sticking up the middle finger at you. Why?
Well, he actually did it twice. So I'll tell you the story of what happened here. We were live on the red carpet for his TV show Ballers. And the way it was supposed to plan out is we were going to interview The Rock and then we were going to like record that segment and then I would throw to it live on TV. The way that it all worked out, The Rock ended up walking up as I was live on TV. So we're doing this interview. We were in the commercial break when I started the interview. And in my ear, my producer's going, "You need to keep him on. We need to get him live on TV." So it went from commercial to live TV. We're live on TV with The Rock. So I say, "Hey, we're live right now." He goes, "Well, I could say anything I want." I'm like, I mean, we're live TV. Like, please, let's be responsible here. So we wrapped up the interview. And when I turned to the camera, I didn't see it. He jokingly gave me the middle finger on live TV. Then I turned right back around and went, "Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't know it happened." Turned right back around. "Thank you, Rock. You're so great. Biggest star in the world. How awesome is he?" And I didn't even know this happened till after I got off TV. My very angry producer called me and said, "We might get fined for this." And then I ended up seeing The Rock a few months later. And I said, "The last time I saw you, the last thing you did was you gave me the middle finger." He goes, "Well, you know what that means, buddy." And then he gave me another middle finger. So I have the honor of The Rock telling me I was number one on not one occasion, but two.
Wow, that's funny. It's kind of funny because you got it on live TV, so everybody saw it.
Yeah, because if this was taped, I'm sure we still would have ran it, but we would have censored it. It wouldn't have been nearly as fun. But this was live TV that everybody saw. And look, The Rock is awesome. They always say you shouldn't meet your heroes, but if your hero happens to be Dwayne Johnson, you should 1000% meet your hero because he's awesome. He's funny and he's kind and he's charismatic and he's self-aware enough to know that this is a special moment and he makes the moment really special for you.
Yes, I love The Rock. He was one of my favorite wrestlers, and I love his acting too. He's
He's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, he is. Number two, Alicia Altu is signed to MLW. Renee Young used to work at WWE. If an opportunity presented itself for you to do something like that in the Major League Wrestling companies, would you take it?
Well, I worked with AEW briefly. I was on their first episode of Dynamite on TNT, which, as a big wrestling fan, was such a cool honor to be on the first episode of wrestling on TNT and the first time in almost 20 years. So that was so cool. So I can say I've kind of checked that off. I was on a few episodes of Dynamite. If that was a full time thing, I don't know. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And I've always loved broadcasting. And the fact that I could host a TV show or interview different celebrities is something that's always really appealed to me. And I don't just want to be the wrestling guy. So if that was offered to me and I still had the option to do other stuff, I think absolutely. So never say never, I guess.
Yeah, I think that would be a good strategy too because you're really good at interviewing people, and I look up to you. You're really awesome. So yeah,
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind. You're really good at interviewing people.
thank you. Number three, was there one video that you did that went viral? Like
Yeah,
viral.
had a few videos that have really racked up a ton of views. I think in the wrestling side of things, I had an interview with the Big Show that has almost 4 million views.
Wow.
Just a really nice interview with the Big Show. And it's the first time that we had seen how much weight he had lost. He went from about 500 pounds to less than 400. So that interview was one. I was the first person to interview CM Punk after he walked out of WWE. And I asked him if he was ever going to return. And he said, "Never, never, ever, ever, never, ever." And I think he was joking, but the video gained a lot of traction and now has 3 or 4 million views. Then I had a few celebrity interviews. An interview with Anne Hathaway has like 5 million views. An interview where I'm interviewing Woody Harrelson and Liam Hemsworth. And in that moment, Woody Harrelson realizes that Liam Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth are brothers, like during our interview. And that interview just keeps going viral. So yeah, I've had it. Oh, and then of course, there's the interview that if you look up my name on YouTube, it'll be one of the first ones to pop up. It's Leslie Mann and Dakota Johnson asking me to remove my shirt during the interview. Maybe don't watch that one for a few years.
Number 4, what did you like to do? Or what do you like to do when you're not interviewing people?
Man, I feel like I'm always interviewing people. No, the things I'm passionate about, I'm very passionate about. So, like you, I watch wrestling, but I love playing guitar. I love bass fishing, do a lot of bass fishing. I love hiking. I live in California where we have access to like some amazing hikes and amazing mountains. I just like being active. And every day for me starts with going to the gym. So working out in the gym is a big part of my life. But I'd say the very top, the thing I love more than anything is eating pizza.
Oh,
That's
pizza's so good. I literally just had pizza.
from where?
Pizza Hut.
Ah, I love Pizza Hut. Nobody out pizzas the Hut.
Yeah, that is great pizza. They do have good pizza.
So I got a lot of things that I enjoy doing. And I think the cool thing is the things that I do for work are also things that I enjoy doing. So it never really feels like I'm working.
Yeah, I love interviewing people too. It's awesome. It's fun.
Isn't it fun? Yeah.
Number 5, is there a bucket list interview that you have not done yet, but that you would like to do it?
There's a lot. There's a lot of them. And I think in the wrestling side of things, that interview is Vince McMahon, because you and I wouldn't be talking right now if it wasn't for Vince McMahon and what he created. I think just in terms of other people that have inspired me, I would love to interview Oprah. I've interviewed her very briefly, but Oprah would be a really fascinating interview because of everything she's built. Joe Rogan, for the exact same reasons, everything that Joe Rogan has built with his podcast and everything in his career. And I drive a Tesla, so I would love to sit down with Elon Musk and just talk about how much of a genius he is. So, and The Rock. I mean, I've interviewed The Rock 9 times, not that I'm counting. I always say that joke. I'd love to interview The Rock again. Let's make it 10 times, Rock.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I've always wanted to interview The Rock. He's awesome.
The Rock's pretty great. Hey, why'd you choose Pizza Hut over Pizza?
Okay, well, I wasn't the person who chose, so maybe you can blame my dad for this issue.
I chose it. I love Pizza Hut.
I mean, one of the biggest things I miss about Canada is Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And then Swiss Chalet, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I remember you got mad at me because I don't eat the chicken. I eat the wraps. I remember.
It's like, well, that just seems like such a waste.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right? Everyone should be eating the quarter chicken white with the chalet sauce.
Yeah, white chicken. That's the good stuff.
I'm sorry. You're still great, Chris. You're still great.
Well, I had a great conversation. I loved it.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for being such a great interviewer.
Thank you. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get notified each time we post a video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.
Woo!
Awesome.
Thank you for listening. Tune in next week for another episode on Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. Also follow us on Facebook at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Instagram at Straight Talk Wrestling, and on Twitter at _Straight Talk. And for all our merchandise, you can search us on ProWrestlingTees.com.